Howdy, today we're doing a psychoanalysis of Ninja Sayers played by Natalie Portman in Black Swan. This is a truly phenomenal film. It follows Miss Ninja Sayers, who is a ballerina for a New York company. She's a very reserved, very quiet lady. She ends up falling into psychosis, or eventual psychosis, from her schizophrenic tendencies that were already present due to a very overbearing role as the Swan Queen in the new play that's going on. She actually gets this play by kissing her employer, which is extremely out of character because the dark swan part is what he needs her to be, which is a very sensual, not guarded, open character. It's not very with her character. So she has a hard time dealing with this, and it causes a lot of different issues, but notably we're going to focus on schizophrenia here. She shows signs of paranoid schizophrenia specifically. She shows multiple hallucinations, 22 to be exact, throughout the movie, and she has delusions throughout the entire movie as well, that people are trying to take her position, that she's not good enough, that she's not even injuring herself even. It straight up is covering up her wounds for herself. This is symptoms of the Axis 1 DSM for schizophrenia, notably called paranoid schizophrenia. She does not show signs of disorganization of speech or any of her equipment. She's actually seems to be very tidy. She has it together, and she talks perfectly well. It's just really the hallucinations, delusions that she has issues with. These could be remedied by medications, notably antipsychosis drugs or antipsychotic drugs. These drugs would keep the solutions or the hallucinations at the very least away, and then therapy would help deal with the stress and help her mother get off her back and kind of understand what they're going through. And it would help relieve some of the pressure that she's feeling that's causing this massive upheaval in her life that ends up leading her into complete psychosis. But she would be very helpful, or it'd be very helpful for that. Social skill training would also help relieve some of this stress, and overall all these therapies would reduce quite a bit of the stress that has been proven to actually cause mental illness. Just straight up, too much stress can cause a lot of problems with that. So it would be very helpful for her to do that. Overall, this is a fairly accurate description of schizophrenia. Schizophrenia does in fact cause quite a bit of fear. It actually showed the fear very clearly, more so than I expected. For example, the stabbing her co-star and the snapping of her own legs and the covering up of her wounds when she saw them disappear, like when she ripped her skin off in the sink. These are all very, very serious things that honestly I hadn't even thought could happen. It doesn't seem real to me, and honestly it's a very, very good educational tool just for that. Simply with that, it was able to push it into my mind, and if it was able to push that idea into my mind and show the true fear that these people had to live with, I think it could help the public quite a bit, add to some of the apathy, or excuse me, eliminate some of the apathy and add to the empathy of people for schizophrenic people, because there's quite a bit. There's about 10%, 5 to 10% of the population shows schizophrenic tendencies, so it's not like you can just kind of jump over it and kind of ignore it. I truly believe this is a very, very good film for that and showing the true fear that these people have to deal with. I also think that it was an absolutely great movie. The movie is very, very on your seat, thrilling. It's great. It has a very serious note. I don't think it needs to be any less serious. It has a good tempo with that. I think it's a masterpiece, to be honest. I would strongly recommend this to friends of mine that they may watch and, if nothing else, get their minds piqued in the area. I also think that Silence of the Lambs, which is actually what the cicada on the screen is referring to, it shows a man who has psychotic tendencies, sociopathic tendencies, and he kills people and eats them. He's a cannibal. I really think it'd be a very, very good movie for a psychoanalysis, and you should add it to your list. I absolutely love this movie. It's a phenomenal thriller. It's a horror movie. Absolutely phenomenal. The main character is actually a psychologist, or excuse me, psychiatrist, so I think it'd be actually absolutely phenomenal. Overall, I thought that this was a very, very good movie, and I really do enjoy it, and I want to thank these people on this acknowledgement page for all of the psychoanalyses they did that helped me complete this project. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.